Hi YouTube, today we're going to have a look at the Extreme Portable SSD from SanDisk. Okay, so here we have it in the packaging. We can see that it is a all-in-one unit. There is a gap there so you can apply some form of carabiner or attach it to keyrings if you want. The SSD technology inside is Western Digital, as we can see from the top corner. Transfer speeds are 1050 read and up to 1000 write. It also states that it is water resistant. If we just flip over the packaging as well, you might not be able to read this on your screen, but it just says store, edit and curate large photo, video libraries at blazing fast speeds. Rugged IP65 water and dust resistant design to go wherever your adventures take you. Shock and vibration resistant solid state core withstands up to 3 meter drop. And we'll just flip it over onto the side. There we can see a picture of the side profile of the SSD. And just looking at the other side there, we can also see that it comes with a cable, USB-C cable and a USB-C to A adapter. So let's get this thing opened up. Okay, so the actual drive itself is smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be around the size of a 2.5 inch SSD or hard drive, but it is actually a lot smaller. That's quite cool. Nice soft touch plastic rubbery coating there. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. We also have the user guide. And then, as I said, we have a USB-C to C cable with a USB-C to A converter. So for more modern machines, obviously C to C, and if you're using a device that doesn't have USB-C, then you can just add the adapter on to make it the standard USB connector. Okay, so my personal reason for buying this is I want something that I can edit onto video. At the moment I'm using a 5 terabyte Western Digital Elements drive, and I get approximately 200 megabytes per second transfer rate, and obviously this is stated to work at 5 times the speed of that. Now the iMac that I use is a 2014, it's the first gen of the 5K iMac. So that only has USB 3.0, which I believe is up to 5,000 megabytes per second or megabits per second. So it's not USB 3.1 or 3.2, which is the high-end speeds that you can get through USB-C. So that's one of the reasons why I bought this, because it comes with the adapter. So without further ado, we'll just go and plug it in and we'll do a speed test on the iMac and see how that fares. Okay, before we plug it into the iMac, I'm just going to test it on a Windows 11 laptop, as this is probably more than likely formatted for Windows. It is formatted as extended FAT, so it should be compatible with Apple Mac OS straight out of the packaging. And it is 1.8 gigabytes formatted. So here we have Crystal Disk Mark ready to go, selected on drive D. So let's run it and see what speeds we get. Okay, so there we go. A few moments later, that is now calculated at 463 megabytes per second read and 457 megabytes per second write. Now, that probably indicates that this Core i5 8th gen laptop is only sporting USB 3.1. The drive itself will support USB 3.2 generation 2, which is the 10 gigabits per second speeds. But in this case, I think we're only working at the 5 gigabits per second speed. So therefore, obviously we're only getting half of the stated speeds, which was 1050 read and 1000 write. So that seems pretty much correct, to be honest. As long as it is faster than my existing hard drive, which is around the 200 mark, that's brilliant. So we've got at least 2.5 times the speed to work on. So let's now finally go and try it on the iMac. Okay, so here we have it plugged into the iMac, and I'm using a decent quality USB-C cable that I already have connected instead of the included one, which is here. It is made by Anker, so it is of decent quality. Anyway, without further ado, I have the drive selected, so let's press go. Okay, so on the second pass we have very similar speeds to what we had on Windows. We've got 416 megabytes per second write, and we're very close to 420 megabytes per second read, which is extremely similar to what we had on the Windows 11 laptop. And again, this is a USB 3.0 system, no higher speeds, so this will be operating at the approximate 5,000 megabits or megabytes per second transfer rate that USB 3 has to offer. So obviously we get in half the speed of what is stated on the packaging. Unfortunately, I don't have a device that does have a USB 3.2 generation 2 to actually try this at full speed, but for my purposes and just for editing video, this is perfect and will definitely do the job. Okay folks, so that is the Extreme Portable SSD from SanDisk. If you do wish to purchase one of these, I'll provide a link in the description below where you can get one from Amazon. And as usual, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know.